recording this on my phone like a pro, you know, and I'm using a sort of, well, it's not actually a selfie stick. I refuse to own one of those. It's a clip, it's a camera clip thing, but it works, you know. So my name's Callum. As you may have recently seen, following this page, following Awake by Design, they lost Luke, their guitarist, which is a bit of a shame. He's a very good friend of mine, but he had to have time to focus on his family and his career and things like that outside of music, which is totally fair enough. But I used to be in Awake by Design, guitarist on the album Sentiment and Carve the Sun. So I've actually kept up with the band. I'm still very good friends with everyone in the band, and I have been for years. And they spoke to me, they just told me the news, and I had to think about it, and I decided, you know, I actually wouldn't mind giving this a go again. I think it's a good time in my life to sort of get back into that. And following me elsewhere, perhaps. I am in the band Metaprism, play guitar for Metaprism, so I'm still going to be staying there, and I want to make music more of a prominent thing in my life, so this made sense to me to find this other band, and seemed kind of fateful in a way. So I've got to prepare to get ready to join again. There's a few things I need to sort out. I've decided to sort out an old 6-string of mine. If you have been following the band for a while, you may recognise. And here I have this, my old comparison. Now I used to use this in Awake by Design. This thing is actually my favourite guitar. I love this thing to bits. It has a lot of memories, but it's absolutely had it. So I don't know if you can see, the bridge is all rusted. The binding around the edge of the headstock's come off. It's a bit of a relic, but I kind of like that. And I said this guitar has so many memories and is so important to me. There's a thing there. So I have actually bought a new bridge, some new hardware to sort this thing out and get it roadworthy again to be able to use in Awake by Design. So kind of poetic in a weird way to be using this old guitar. But I'm going to show you me trying is the operative word here because I've not really done it before, trying to sort this guitar out, get it set up, and get it working again. So I'll just sort of set up the camera in a very sort of exciting dynamic position over the guitar as I fiddle around with it. So there we are, set up on a very rudimentary sort of workshop table. So this guitar has a Scholler bridge, so I bought a new Scholler Floyd Rose to go on this thing. So I'm going to try and set it up. I've got some lemon oil to put on the fretboard here, and I'm going to try and sort this guitar out. As it needs some TLC. It's unfortunately has been a bit neglected for a very long time. So I'm going to see what we can do to get it working again. Apologise for the flat, it's a little bit of a mess behind me. Hopefully it's not too embarrassing for my parents if they see it. Just stripped off the lockers on the nuts, so I'm just going to reduce the tension on the strings now. Should really put something under that holster actually. I'm going to make a pro using a pen. So as a comparison, I remember in school, I remember seeing a comparison, there's a Horace actually, I was, I don't know, 14 I think, just not long after I started playing guitar, and I remember thinking, I remember seeing the price of it, I remember thinking to myself as a 14-year-old kid, I'm never going to own that guitar. I'm never going to own a guitar like that, ever. And then 20 years old, I think I was when I ordered this. So a few years later, I had a job, and I ordered this. And literally, this is my dream guitar. Yep, it's inevitable, I have cut myself. There is the bridge. I think you can just about see all the rust down there. Not proud of it. It's just one of those situations. Look at it. Again, this guitar has just sat around for so long and just been, like I said, neglected because I've just been playing 7 strings. I've not needed to use this guitar for any particular reason, so I haven't actually had any reason to really sort it out. But again, like I said, now is the time. Matte finish on this. It's hi Matt, you're right. It's a matte finish on this. I can't use any of that polished stuff. I will use a white to clean it off, get this dust off there. It's very dusty. So, just cleaning the fretboard, I've got some lemon oil, and I am seeing a lot of gunk coming up. If you can see that, look at that. That's years and years worth of gunk that's just not been cleaned. See, that's an ebony fretboard. These inlays are amazing, aren't they? Again, you miss, you don't see things like this when you're sort of left the guitar just sitting there. These inlays are fantastic. Here it is, brand new Floyd Rose Charlotte bridge. So I'll need to adjust those at some point. So I'll need to adjust the intonation, things like that. But I'm not worried too much about that right now. Just want to put it on, install it, and then I can go through intonation and stuff like that. Here we go. So I've got a 62, which I prefer for the B, because I like the tension in the B, especially on a 25.5" scale, which is what this is. And then this one. I have just replaced one of the strings. You may have seen me, I've decided to use the only ball ones, and then I've done a lot. Because I've got loads of strings just lying around and they're all different. So, but anyway, so I'm replacing the strings on this, just putting the. So there we have, all the strings are on the guitar. All the strings are on there. Right, now it's time to tune it. Right, let's get me. Well, my tuner's on my phone, so I'm going to have to try and find the tuner. The tuner has appeared. Tuner. Hopefully you can see it, there we go. So, we're trying to tune it. What do I use my phone? But that's using my phone. It's recording from the camera. So. Getting there. So, pretty happy with it so far. It's in tune. There we go. So I just need to sort out the tension here, sort out the intonation a little bit, but it's actually pretty good. I've copied the original bridge, which was intonated for drop B, so it seems fairly close. I just need to do a few little bits and bobs tweaking, but there we are. This guitar is ready to go. There we go, all finished. The guitar's feeling great. Really happy with the string gauge in particular. I think it feels very comfortable for me. Right amount of tension on the top end and then a nice amount of lightness on the bottom end. The guitar's still buggered. You know, look at it, it's still broken, but it plays brilliantly now. Besides being a bit worn, which I quite like as relics, this thing is fantastic. I've forgotten how good it was actually, how good of a guitar it was. But now I need to learn the songs, probably see me on some live streams. Look forward to meeting you and talking to you guys. And eventually, fingers crossed, we can see you on the road. So, you know, all the best everyone, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. The bitterness of